One thing I love about the internet is that it's often not easy to delete or remove stuff once you've put it out there. And this is actually great news for a cybersecurity professional because you can use tools and manual approaches to actually dumpster dive in the past or into the past, so to speak, for your engagements, be it as a bug hunter, a penetration tester, a security researcher, you name it. I try to take as much of an advantage as I can from this aspect in my profession. And one of the tools or search engines that I use for this purpose is the Wayback Machine, which is found on archive.org. In just a very few words, Wayback Machine is a large database of web pages saved over time. As of now, you can scroll through 439 billion web pages, which is astounding. You not only have the ability to track back pages that have been deleted, but you can also look historically at how a page changed over time. Like for example, you have the very common robots.txt page. So you have the robots.txt, which is present on many web applications, which instructs search engine bots what to index on what not to index. So the current version of robots.txt for a page, for example, yahoo.com, let's actually look into it. So yahoo.com robots.txt. This page can be very different from the yesterday's version or the version from March 20 from 2 years ago, for example. And this can be very insightful because you can discover potentially sensitive resources by trying to access files and folders written in the robots.txt version of 2 years ago, for example. Therefore, you can simply navigate to archive.org/web and type in your search query, and this is actually the very raw manual approach. Or you can use very basic but amazing tools such as the one by Tom Nom Nom, which is called Wayback URLs. So as you can notice by now, I'm a very big fan by Tom Nom Nom because he develops very simple, straightforward, no BS tools which are extremely useful to many cybersecurity researchers. This tool that I'm going to use today is Wayback URLs, and I'll link to it in the resources document that comes with this lesson. Of course, there are other great tools based on Wayback Machine, but I've mostly used Wayback URLs because of its simplicity. And here's how I actually use it. In the terminal, assuming that you've already installed Wayback URLs, you can simply type echo, and then you have your string here, and then you pipe this to Wayback URLs. Okay, so this would be the basic usage, and this actually searches on Wayback URLs for this string. Or if you have a list of domains in a text file, you can simply do cat domains.txt, assuming that this is a list of domains, and then Wayback URLs. What I usually do is I direct the output to files. So I would be doing echo, for example, yahoo.com Wayback URLs, and then I would direct this to Yahoo Wayback.txt. Okay, I'm not gonna run this. But what I'm actually gonna run is actually a simpler one with fewer results. So echo, for example, twitter.com Wayback URLs, and then we're gonna throw everything into twitter.wb.txt. We've got no output because all the output is going into this file, and it might take a while for it to finish. But since this Wayback URLs is written in Go, this is also blazingly fast. I think it's written in Go. Let's see, Wayback URLs. Yes, it's written in Go. Okay, so it finished. If we did not pass the output into Twitter, we would simply get a bunch of results spamming the output of the terminal. And you'll see this any minute now. Alright, I'm actually gonna stop this. So if we do a word count on the file, we can see that it has 243,000 lines of results for twitter.com. Okay, and that's actually it. This tool is written in Go and it's blazingly fast, like I said. That's why I love it. Alright, so this is just my starting point with the Wayback Machine, because it often leads, such as in this case, to hundreds of thousands of results. I further filter these results for interesting or juicy stuff that can lead to valid security related discoveries. So what I would do next is to actually cat the Twitter .txt, and I would grep for, let's say, for example, JS files. I need to escape the dot and other special characters with the backslash. So this is only going to read the file, and it's only going to show me the ones ending in JS, be it JS in of itself or JSON or JS blah blah blah. So there's nothing that ends in JS. What if we do JS? We have some stuff here. So for example, I looked for twitter.com, but we can also search for just Twitter. This would be another type of result, and that would be interesting. So like I said, in this case I'm grepping for JS, but you can also grep for other filters such as, for example, conf, or let's say XML, or let's say .db, or let's say .log, or let's say config. And we have some documentation here from the developer twitter.com. Or you can grab for key, for example, and that there's some stuff in there as well. Or you can grab for panel, let's say dashboard, and other filters. You can copy these filters from the resources document of this lesson, and I also encourage you to develop your own filters and be creative, because there is a lot of stuff to be discovered. Okay, more often than not, like I said, this is just a door opener for other assets of the company, and it actually increases the attack surface significantly. But there have also been situations when I found sensitive information via this approach alone. Therefore, I highly encourage you to use the Wayback Machine liberally, and most importantly, discover or develop your own personal search strings and filters that are not known by other researchers. This is what highly skilled professionals do.